What's up, guys? Welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and welcome to my monthly series should you start playing Dissidia Opera Omnia. And in this video is going to be on the month of May in the year 2021. And of course, before we do start, like and subscribe if you like what you see. It does help the channel, guys, and I would really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's start this video. Alright guys, so May actually starts at the end of April, and it actually starts really hot with the highly anticipated character Terra getting her LD and BT. So there will be two banners featuring the Act 3 Chapter 2 Part 1 storyline, and this will also feature a level 180 Chaos story quest that you can do co-op, which you can do until the 12th of May. So the two banners, obviously one will be featuring Terra's LDBT as I mentioned, and the other banner will feature Bosch's LD, which is a reprint. Basically, we already had the chance to get this already, so if you haven't done so, you can pick Bosch's LD here. He is kind of like an immortal tank as long as he has that buff. And you know, he may be on the older side, but if you're looking for a decent tank, I think Bosch is okay. I don't really use him as much as I thought I would, but he's still a solid character. But the highlight of this I guess event is going to be Terra's LD and burst weapon, which is very highly anticipated. Now, a quick note as well that all the characters that are featured in those two banners will be getting their Crystal Awakening level cap up to level 80, and they will also be in the World of Illusion support campaign, which basically boosts your the points that you get for Alexander. So you'll be also getting half the cost for the SP as well, as long as you have one of these characters in your team whenever you try to grind for those character points, or summon board points I should say, excuse me. Now moving on to the actual month of May is going to be Amethyst Alliance Lost Chapter, which to be quite honest is one of the characters that I really liked when she first released, because of the delete turns. I guess you can call it delayed turns anyway, but that delete turns is still very powerful to this day. Some people might be like, you know, is she outdated? I still feel like there's still some value to that. As for the banner for this one, it is going to be including her LD as well as a new LD as well, which is going to be Deuce's LD. So this is one of those times where you have a chance to get two LDs in one banner, and we'll be seeing a lot of these I guess banners in the future. And moving on to the month of May, May 6th we'll be getting a new character, which is Mog from Final Fantasy VI. The banner for this one will include Mog's LD and all the weapons that Mog will get, and obviously Terra's burst is still featured in this one. This is an interesting banner for me because personally I am interested in Mog's kit. I actually got all of Mog's like entire kit in my JP account. It's just I don't have the resources to max him out, and so at the end of the day I kind of feel like, you know, I have resources in my Gloabl account, so if I do get all of his weapons, then I would be really excited for that. Now moving on to the 10th of May, we'll be getting Mayfair, which will be featuring more free multi-draws across 3 4-day special draws. So we'll be getting banners. Unfortunately, we don't know what these banners are going to be, and if they're going to feature any reoccurring LD or old LD or something along those lines, or just EXs again. I'm not really sure. I'm really hoping that they do feature some of the older LDs. Like if you didn't manage to get them, you'll have the chance to grab them. But I guess any free multi-draw is always good, especially for newer players, for you guys. There's also going to be free first multi-draws on the 5 banners through the end of May, and they will be resetting the co-op first meet reset. So basically, if you're not a new player, or you're somewhat new, and you see you do a co-op, you do get, like, I believe 200 gems per new person that you meet, and it caps out, I think, at 20 players. I'm not exactly sure, but essentially it's just free gems. So that's really nice of Square Enix to do this from time to time, so we get extra free gems. And again, let's move on to the 12th of May, which will be getting a Raid Boss Beatback Challenge. There will be 2 banners for this one, and the first multi-draws are going to be free for both banners. There are new burst and LD weapons featured in these banners. The first banner will be featuring Garland's LD and burst. We already had the opportunity to actually get Garland's LD previously, so if you already got that, then this banner might feel weak to you, because you're basically chasing for the burst, if anything else. And chasing burst isn't really recommended unless it's one of your favorite characters. So depending on your situation, this might look really good or really meh. But I just want to let you guys know that Garland actually got his Burst Plus in the JP recently, and he did get a rework there as well. So if you don't want to wait till then and you want to invest now, then this is your chance to get it, and vice versa can be said. If you already got his LD and you just want to wait later on maybe to grab his Burst, then you can do so, doing that as well. However, I have to let you guys know as well in the JP version that his Burst banner basically is only going to be featured in one event. It's not like it lasts for the 3 different events like this one. So yeah, just I guess weigh in whether you want to invest now or later, and really invest on that particular banner. Now the other banner for this one is going to be featuring 7's LD, which probably a lot of people feel like it's a weak banner. You do have the chance to get Garland's burst weapon here as well. As far as I can really tell, I have 7's kit in my JP account, and I never really used her outside, like when I was just starting to finish everything in Dimension's End. I never really used her outside of that, and outside of like events for co-ops and stuff like that. So yeah, future wise, it's she's not that great, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I guess if she's one of your favorite, I mean, like I said before, all of these characters are, viable in some shape, way, or form. So, if she's one of your favorite characters from, Type O, then go ahead and pull for her. Now moving on to the 18th of May, which will be getting part 2 of Mayfair, is going to be a global exclusive event, which is going to be Abyss Perfectum. So if you are new to the game, or you follow a little bit of the JP, they don't really get Abyss Perfectum. So this is an interesting event because it features a new banner from what I can tell, because it says they're free. First multi-draw free, which leads me to believe that there's a banner here and that will also be featuring Garland's burst weapon. The opportunity here for the global version is to actually release another global first LD character, which there's only a few characters left that they can do this on, since mostly I believe like everyone will almost have their LDs. But you know, it's still pretty exciting to maybe get another global first LD. There was a surprise with the rework for Sarah. So that was really interesting and made her quite viable in the Lufenia stages. So I think this is going to be an interesting one, and hopefully, you know, we do get one. If we don't, that's fine as well. If it just features Garland's burst with a few EX or whatever, it's still like free multi draw. So that's always good. And finally, towards the end of May, starting on the 20th of May, we get Dash's Lost Chapter, which will be featuring Yang's rework and his LD, which will make him really, really good. I have his kit in JP, and despite me not using him too much, it's still a very, very interesting LD and will make him very powerful. I love the follow-up attacks, and you can, you know, do some shenanigans with it as well. Like if you can do some turn shenanigans, it's actually really, really great because he keeps following up attack after any allies attack or enemies attack. This only happens once per turn, but it's still very, very good. And moving on to the last sort of like event for the month of May is going to be the Transcendence Tier 2, which will be featuring two banners. One will be featuring Ignis's LD and the other one Faris's LD. And you can still grab Garland's burst weapons in these two banners. Now, as for these two characters that getting their LD in this one, Faris is actually one of the best cult characters, I think, in terms of like debuffs. She's really nice. I've used her call for quite a few things, and Ignis has his own niche. He will be like a fire enchanter, I believe, which he will have some use later down the track. So, you know, if you want to invest on that now, then do so by pulling on these banners. If I'm gonna have to say which one I like the best between the two, I mean, for me, both of them kind of feel the same for me. If anything, I would, they're about the same, like, to me, at least to me personally. I definitely would be pulling for Faris's LD. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think I'll just put them like the same importance to me. I don't really want to pick any one of them, but you know, hopefully I get lucky and get both. Yeah, I just don't know which I like better, that's all. Okay guys, we're finally towards the end of this video. Final thoughts for the month of May 2021 for DFFOO. You know, it starts really strong with Terra. It kind of falls off a little bit. We do get a lot of free multi-draws again, but it's not as many as, you know, like the month, I mean, in April, I should just say April. So, if you compare the amount of free multis we've got, April just gave us a ton. So if you're a brand new player, it was definitely worth starting in the month of April. Not to say May isn't that great. It just, for veterans like me who already got some of the weapons here, it kind of feels like it falls off a little bit in the middle and then picks up again. And yeah, so if you're a new player though, there's a lot of exciting stuff. Obviously, all the free multi-draws is very exciting, and it's going to help your account and, you know, build up your account with all those free multis. It's not as much as in April, but it's still reasonable, or reasonably good, I should say. So yeah, if I'm gonna say, you know, compare this to last month, I think April was still stronger, because at least for new players, okay, because of all the free multi-draws that we've gotten from that month. So you know, it's still alright to start playing Dissidia Opera Omnia. I think Terra is actually a very good character to pick up if you don't like the starter banner. Like if you don't like Clouds, Squall, and Lightning, you know, if you want to pull on a different banner, I mean, Terra sort of fills in that role. Like, she has AoE, she deals a lot of damage, so she could be a good replacement out of the 3 characters in your starter dash banner. So yeah, it's still a good day. It's still a good month to start playing Dissidia Opera Omnia. But yeah, that is my opinion, guys. And then that is it for this video. Remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it does help the channel, and I would really appreciate it if you share this video as well. You can follow me on Twitter and on Facebook at Munchkins Gaming. Leave down in the comments below which banner or which character are you most looking forward to for the month of May 2021 in the global version of the game. This is Munchkins logging off. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next level.